Okay, real quick, I want to talk about customizing Copilot. This is especially important with the new agent mode. So there's this wonderful doc from the VS Code team, Customize AI Responses in VS Code. There are three ways, right? There's custom instructions, prompt files, and custom chat modes. These are going to become very important because they allow you to prompt engineering is important, and these allow you to like quickly, it gets rid of a lot of the repetitive tasks with defining your prompt, right? Typically you're doing a lot of the same things and you want to provide a lot of the same instructions and context, and like how can we do that in a way that we can save and reuse. So let's talk about custom instructions real quick. You guys probably already know what this is. Under your .github folder, there's a custom instructions file. That's great. But did you know that the way instructions files work now, they've been expanded, right? So if you just do Control-Shift-P to open up your command prompt in VS Code, and you create a new instructions file, it'll ask you, do you want to create it in your user space or your current directory, right, for the project. So project level instructions versus user level instructions. And we could say demo, right? And then here is where you apply to, right? So I could say apply to all files. Maybe I only want to apply it to markdown files. Maybe I want to do something like only for my front end project, right? So there's all sorts of ways to target different things that you might be working on, and these instructions files will be pulled down appropriately. So let's say, like, if we want to have general instructions, right, we could do this, and then we could say something like, you are currently in demo mode, you are demoing stuff, indicate that you are in demo mode, right? All right, so these are the demo instructions. Make sure to indicate that you're in demo mode. Probably don't need to do all caps. I don't think that actually helps. But when I say hello, it tells me that it's in demo mode, right? And you can see all these different instructions are getting attached. And some of them are located in my user space, like this one. This is my coding instructions, right? Things that I like, general coding guidelines. I have my personal over here. Yeah, my preferences. But depending on the file that I'm using, I'll have different instructions. And so all these instructions are going to go into this instructions folder and use the apply to include or not include them depending on what you're doing. It's going to be based on file type. Then you've got predefined prompts. So I can create a new prompt file. Let's say, I don't know, calculator. Why is that not working? Oh, first I have to select this and then I type, yeah, okay. We'll do ask mode, calculate the sum of the numbers provided, and then but okay, that's fine. So then we could do, for example, / calculate 1, 2. Man, this is a slow calculator. All right, the sum of the numbers is 3. Wonderful. It's still in demo mode. And then we have chat modes. So we could create a new chat mode. And pirate mode. You are a pirate. R. All right. right, so this is a pirate now. And then if we switch to pirate mode and we say hello, ahoy there, matey, shiver me timbers. All right, so we've got chat modes, instruction files, and predefined prompts. I think the most important thing to understand, let's go through this one more time. Instruction files first. Let's use this as an example. The Copilot instructions file is less important now because, of course, we're switching to this instructions folder. You can have many, which I think is preferable because you can reference other instructions files as well, doing something like main. Let's do copilot-instructions.md, right? And then see how it's not found. Right, we could bring it in. What do you mean it's not found? Hold on. Did I misspell that? There it goes. Okay. So you can reference other instruction files, and then the only thing you have here is apply to. So make sure that you write this appropriately. You want to divvy up stuff into separate files and keep these relatively small, and break them into pieces to organize them. And then prompts, there's the mode up here, which can be ask, edit, or agent. And you can also give it a description, and then the tools, and the model as well, actually. And so, for your predefined prompts, you may want to define the tools, for example, or you could leave these blank. That might be helpful, especially if you're going to be using chat modes, because chat modes also specify tools and could specify the model. So a prompt can be ran within a chat mode, which so maybe the chat mode would be preferable when specifying the tools or the model. And these can be in your user namespace or your so you can imagine I'm going to have things that are personal to me that I'm going to have in my space, and then I'm going to also have project level instructions and chat modes and prompts maybe. And so I just wanted to quickly summarize all of these new features and how they work together with the agent. Lots of cool use cases here. Let's look at the model compare, for example, right? Let's say you wanted to compare all the different Copilot models. We can fetch that information from the docs and generate a markdown file that compares these. And the tools, we don't want to give this mode access to everything, right? It only needs access to the things that it needs to do this specific job. So that's why we specify it here. You can imagine lots of possibilities.